Operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready up.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You look at this Packers defense.
They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
2nd and 9 now. Incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well. Protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
On second down, it's Walker.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back to Walker on first down.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
From the 46, here's second down and 3.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0.
1-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's got his big tight end, Fan. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Green Jack.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. Flushed out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1.
Let's go now.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Drill green. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have the Packers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
First down, Love to pass. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Packers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 28-0.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next.
Seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Jet sweep. Here's Reed. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
38. Yellow. Hut.
Play fake. Here's Love. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
43 rail. Blue stripe. Rail. Yellow. Hut.
Working out of the gun. Love.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. A missed connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Love looking to throw it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw now, here's Love.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them to the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Ready.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion away from stealing a late field goal here.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Jaden Reed in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Carlson's extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Side Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep for Walker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, 84 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go.
Packers 42, Seahawks 19. Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
7 yards there and a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Walker has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Seahawks first down.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
22 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They'll look to throw again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And the Seahawks have recovered.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Flight blue. Ready?
2nd down. Love.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Packers are an extra point away from going up by 30. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. Down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On the move to his left. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. First down, Love to pass. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 37 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Carlson's extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 60 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll take this to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone...
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nixon now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now completion here as they fail to connect on third. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, first down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On play action, Love to throw, flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Now 2nd and 5.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Rashawn Gary, the outside linebacker.